I want to thank Toronto for raising me to love movies.
Hello, hello!
Everyone has a big imagination. All of us do.
This is exciting. My first film to premiere here at the Toronto Film Festival. It's an exciting night.
You are the most globally exciting festival in the world.
Yeah, I think when we began talking about it, when I talked with Reese and Bruno right at the beginning, what we decided was to try and reorganize the backstory a little bit so that Bobby's death comes more towards the middle of the movie. At the book, everything is presented out front. There's this devastating opening, but we thought maybe it might work if there was a kind of emotional mystery to the film. So you can see that this girl is struggling and is in a lot of anguish.
When I first showed up on set, I thought, well, for sure, you know, I've been on movies before. They just stuffed newspaper in the back, and it won't be heavy. It's no big deal. And Jean-Marc immediately was like, why does the backpack not look heavy on your back? I was like, well, because I'm going to pretend, I mean, that it's heavy. And he said, no, it actually has to be heavy. And I was like, you're kidding, right? This is gonna be a joke. But no, it was great though, because it actually did change the way I walked, and it changed the way it dug into my shoulders, and how quickly my body got tired from carrying this thing. And then after 5.5 weeks of carrying it on my back, I got so used to it. It was like an appendage, and I missed it when it was gone.
You know, it speaks so much to Cheryl's extraordinary authenticity as a person and woman, and this shared beauty that Cheryl and Nick both have of diving deep fearlessly into the truth, which is something actors long to be inspired by and very, very rarely get. So before you've even started, they've already required you to be your most honest self.
Well, they're wrong. They're wrong. And I know this because of my experience with the book. One of the things I was adamant about from the very beginning before Wild was published is that this isn't a book for women. I'm a feminist. I love to tell women's stories, my own and the stories of other women, but I also think that a woman's story is a human story. And that's what I'm interested in as an artist. I'm interested in answering, what does it mean to be human? And that's, I think, what all of us are interested in answering. And, you know, so what I did from the beginning is I just insisted that the book would not be marginalized in this way. And what's beautiful is it wasn't. At least half of my fan mail is from men. Men have really bought the book. I think it helps if you have a hiking boot on the cover.
I think the most, I mean, and actually it was, you know, it was kind of a dream run, this movie, I have to say, and I think partly because Reese and I were very careful to kind of, you know, keep control of the movie so that it could land in the right hands, and so that we were very intent on honouring that promise we made to Cheryl and making it very quickly. So, you know, from a kind of production and, you know, from a financing point of view, the movie came together. We were very lucky. We had multiple suitors. But because of that timeline we set ourselves, it was heading towards winter. And obviously this is a movie set in the summer. So the biggest challenge, I think, for us was trying to kind of hit that start date and really, you know, kind of beat the weather. And we were very lucky. You know, it was sunny one day and we would leave and it would snow the next day.
Yeah, I felt that just like Cheryl, you know, that it was an easy group of people to get along with, to work with. We were all on the same page, trying to honor Cheryl's words and life and story, and 11 months later, the film was done. I've never made a film so quickly, and it went so well. And what a ride, huh? What a wild ride, ladies.